You know, when the public asks if you're a cop, maybe you should identify as an officer of the law. Not saying, do I look like a cop? Do I look like a cop? I'm adjusting my government.
Hey guys, Patriot First Audit's back with another set of videos that demonstrate First Amendment auditors properly exercising their rights in public. Check the description for links to today's videos, and please remember to subscribe and help support this channel. Let's get right into today's videos. Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're looking at a video from JC News Now of him serving Ava, Missouri, a lawsuit from a previous video that I featured on Patriot First Audits, but you can also see on JC News Now, in which he was forcefully removed from the police department there. Without talking too much further over this video, I'm going to let it speak for itself. Let's go ahead and watch JC News Now serve the lawsuit to the city of Ava, Missouri.
Now, on November 25th at 11:33 a.m., I entered the Ava City Police Department and attempted to get 2 officer complaint forms, and while there, I decided to do a sunshine request. I was told to turn off my camera. That's a First Amendment right violation. I'm a press. We have this right in America. I was told that it was against the state law to record my interactions with police or other government entities. This is untrue. This is a protected right. Lieutenant Butterworth told me this. Not only is it lawful activity, it's protected under the First Amendment. This is the first law of this great land. That flag right there guarantees us the right to free press. Lieutenant Butterworth lied to me. He then forcefully pushed me out of the police department and barred my re-entry. My taxes pay for that building, just like every one of y'all's. Everybody's in this room pays for taxes, except for the law enforcement standing there. They use our taxes to pay it. Everyone's taxes pays for that building. As I continued working on my story out in the parking lot, an unknown individual who would not identify himself, and I later found out he was the chief, he aggressively approached me and made the threat to Lieutenant Butterworth, he's fixing to go on the deck. This man followed me in my car and asked me, do I look like a cop? Because I kept asking him, what's your name and your badge number? He said, do I look like a cop? He then called me a homophobic slur. He called me a This is unacceptable. And made fun of my attire. He berated and threatened me, and I've received several death threats supporting the chief's behavior. I've got them all on my phone.
So we'll stop here for a second and just mention that, as JC News Now mentioned, the day after he filed this lawsuit, the police department filed felony harassment charges against him. This whole situation in Ava is brewing up and is set to be a powder keg. This is completely egregious that because somebody is exercising their rights, they're filing felony harassment charges, and the prosecutor, I can't wait to see what the prosecutor is going to do with this. So let's watch the rest of him serving the lawsuit, and we'll follow up later with it.
I'm afraid to leave my home alone and was terrified about coming to this meeting for fear of retaliation. I was told if I came to this meeting, I'd never make it back to Branson. From these men. My fear was allayed when Mayor Norman called me back today, returned my phone call, and he told me that I would have a voice tonight and that I would be heard. And I really appreciate that, sir. That's accountability right there. These men are a liability to the great city of Ava. This is a beautiful city, and they're going to cost y'all a lot of money. As y'all can see, right now, I'm personally serving you, Mayor, with a letter of intent to sue. And I'm going to sue the city of Ava under the 1983 laws. It's a federal law, and this is your 30-day notice to either settle or we're going to face off in a federal court. And I'll win. I've got all the footage on my camera, and everybody's seen the video. I will win. They're going to frown on that man, especially when he wouldn't identify. To me, I could have shot him. And I would have been in my rights to protect myself. He wouldn't identify. He wasn't wearing a badge. All he had on was a Band-Aid on his face. This man is a thug. And So is his lieutenant. Now, here's what's going to happen to the city of Ava. The taxpayers are going to pay for that man's bill. They're going to pay for this settlement, and I'm going to get it. If I don't get it, they've got 30 days, which will be the 11th the next month, to comply. Let me know whether or not they want to go to a federal court. My attorney sent me here tonight. He said, you serve them, do everything correctly, and let them know how you feel. And that's what I'm doing here tonight. Hopefully, the city of Ava will do something about these dangerous men. Please fire them. Avoid any further liabilities. This is a problem. This is a beautiful place to live. I've got many friends that live here. Some of them told me how it was, and I didn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe the stories I've heard. And the sheriff's office is next. I'm going to them next, and we're going to go over them with a fine-tooth comb. We're going to find out everything about them. The city of Ava is going to undergo some scrutiny over the next year. My channel's very small. I only have 19,000 subscribers, but my friends have millions. I've got one friend, he's a very close friend of mine, he's got 3 million subscribers. Have you been getting any phone calls? If you have...
I know for a fact they have, because I have been making some.
Well, I haven't called yet, but I know some people's told me that y'all been getting some phone calls. Imagine the phone calls you're getting with 19,000 subscribers versus 3 million. I really appreciate the council's time, and I hope you take into consideration what I said. And here's your copy, Miss Welsh, and I appreciate every bit of your help in replying, your quick responses to my sunshine requests. I've never had them answered that quickly. And I think you're a very professional lady, and the city of Ava is lucky to have you. And as well as you, Mayor Norman. And I appreciate y'all's time. And with that, I'm JC News Now. Share, like, and subscribe. You're next, guys.
Thanks, Jimmy. Thank you.
All right.
Have a good day, Jimmy.
Yeah, suck it easy. All right, they've been served. They got 30 days. We'll see how it goes.
You know, when the public asks if you're a cop, maybe you should identify as an officer of the law. Not saying do I look like a cop? Do I look like a cop? I'm adjusting my government right now. You don't like being part of the government? You don't like working in this kind of profession? Then quit. But actually, you're fixing to get fired, I hope. Goodbye.
Yeah, that's him. That's him.
All right.
You want to say all that stuff now? Overcast? You got nothing to say? Still not going to identify? It's a public building, sir. You don't have to step outside.
Yeah. We're having trouble hearing it here. It's okay, go ahead and talk, just not quite so loud.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mayor.
Well, there we go. Kind of short and sweet. I think we should commend the city of Ava for being professional and allowing this citizen, JC News Now, to submit his lawsuit professionally. It sounds like the mayor and the mayor's staff has been very helpful and very cordial, which is good to see. This police officer, these officers and the police department of Ava, Missouri just need some retraining, it looks like. And maybe the chief needs to be ousted because that was the most unprofessional chief I've seen in quite some time. Check the description for the original video and go check out JC News Now. He has a lot of great videos like this. We're going to be following this lawsuit very closely in the future. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll check you on the next video.